think Splitgate is being treated unfairly. Hi, my name's Scasm, and today I want to talk about Splitgate. Splitgate Arena Reloaded, as a matter of fact, because Splitgate has gone through a lot of past trouble. They've had the Make FPS Great Again fiasco at the Summer Games Fest. They've had a launch and pulling of their game more than once. And of course, with that comes a troubled history that makes people want to avoid the game. I get it, okay? Especially right now, we are in a completely crowded field of gaming where you've got a bazillion games that are all fantastic and fun to play, and all of them are taking up your time. So how are you gonna fit in another game, especially if you're already playing a first-person shooter or a multiplayer game that you absolutely adore? It is unlikely that you're gonna stop playing Arc Raiders to play something else unless all of your friends switch to that game or the game is blowing up in hype and popularity. So of course you gotta reach out and try it. You know what I mean? Let me take a big breath there and let me explain why I think Splitgate is being treated unfairly. Because realistically, if you just go into the game blindly and you don't pay attention to any of that other nonsense that's been going around about the game, if you avoid all that stuff and you just look at the game for what it is, what you have here is a great arena-based shooter. It really is. It's basically Halo multiplayer with portals. And honestly, you don't even really need the portals, and you just got yourself a great arena-based shooter, man. Like, straight up, this game is actually fun to play. And it's unfortunate because nobody seems to be playing it. There are currently 700 players in the game, with 1,000 players at a 24-hour peak, and it only peaked at 25,000 7 months ago, okay? And this is the relaunch, the relaunch even of the game, okay? It fuses the best of Splitgate 1 and 2, bringing back that classic arena shooter feel. Yeah, it does, honestly, because it's actually fun. It's an actual good game, and people are just avoiding it because simply, honestly, I want to say two things. One, we're in a completely crowded shooter space right now. Completely. Multiplayer games out the freaking wazoo, as people say. So, of course, it's going to be hard for this game to pull people's attention. And then two, the lead up, man. People didn't like the back and forth, that this game had a lot of bad press. And people kind of don't forget that, and they write things off really, really easily. So that even though there are people hyping it up and saying like, hey man, this game is actually good and worth your time and worth playing, people don't want to give it the time of day because they've already completely written it off in their mind. But here's the thing, man, I've spent a bunch of time with this game. I think it's actually really, really fun. If you've been looking for a Halo type game to play, this is it, man. Yeah, sure, there's not a lot of players, which means sometimes searching for a game takes a while, which kind of sucks. It would be really nice to just click play and within like 5 seconds you're in a match. That's not the case. It's actually never the case. And yeah, it sucks a little bit waiting, but you do the same kind of waiting in like RedSec and Battlefield and Fortnite and stuff where sometimes it does take a little bit of time to get into a game. So I'm not really gonna hold that against them, but the actual gameplay loop is fun. The maps are well designed, the weapons are fun to use, the core gameplay is there, man. This is a better game than Concord. Let's be real, dude. Let's be straight up. And yeah, obviously Concord shut down, so it's not really a great comparison there. But you got High Guard coming out in a couple weeks, which has been completely radio silent since the Game Awards. And I don't think High Guard is also gonna come out and just pull people's attention away from Arc Raiders and away from Fortnite and away from Roblox and whatever else they're playing, man. It just doesn't seem like it. Splitgate is in a position right now where it's really, really difficult to just break out onto the scene and pull a bunch of players and just make or break it, you know what I mean? Especially when, for example, okay, let's go like this. 700 players right now in Splitgate. Okay, let's do Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6, massive. Okay, still massive. Call of Duty, because Call of Duty, if you remember, Call of Duty, everything is under one launcher. So 34,000 players. That means everybody on Steam could either be playing Black Ops 7, Black Ops 6, Warzone, and it says that's it, but I think there's a couple other Modern Warfares in there. But still, 30,000 split across 3 games. You know, it's hard to pull people away. Apex, 85,000 players right now. Arc Raiders, 252,000 players right now. Deadlock, 20,000 players right now. Counter-Strike 2, a million players. Like, you see what I mean, man? It's a crowded space. It is extremely hard to get out there and just pull people away from games that they're actively enjoying on a day-to-day basis. It's really, really, really hard. And Splitgate has a harder time doing it because of all that drama that they got with them. All that baggage is really holding them down. It sucks to say, but if they cut the guy who wore the Make FPS Games Great Again hat, because that was a bad look for a lot of people, I think it's the CEO, to be honest. If they cut him or just made him not the face, let's push him to the background. He can keep working, keep doing whatever, but let's not bring that guy out basically ever again. And honestly, if they change the name and if they even change the art style a little bit, I know it's crazy to suggest. It's a crazy ask. I'm basically saying if they make a new game, essentially. really. But they can keep everything the same other than the assets. And they could have something really good that can actually get people. Because what they have is a very solid game. I had a great time, honestly. Every time I play it, I'm reminded like, dude, this game is great. Why don't more people play it? And I think it's just because of the bad news. So they posted this, Splitgate posted this. Steam charts don't measure fun. They show one number on one platform at one given moment. They don't show the full picture of what it feels like to actually play, definitely not. And they definitely don't capture the community that's actively helping shape what Arena Reloaded is becoming, including upcoming content like Arena Royale. Over the past 6 months, we rebuilt Splitgate from the ground up because we believe in the game, our team, and our community. The 1047 team remains committed to delivering the best version of Splitgate possible. And that's right. And you got people saying, like, if I'm gonna be honest, I feel really bad. And I feel really bad too, dude, because I think they got a great game here. Like, sure, same. Legendary drops, not giving them a fair shot, judging them off previous actions, and not the current fair and consumer-friendly release. Exactly. People are judging them off the previous releases and off the previous instances, like this. The guy that told everyone that he was going to make FPS games again, the guy in his studio that killed their own game 3 times. No, I get it. I get it, man. It's hard to look past that, but you don't have to look at that because you can just look at the game and see that the game is actually good, man. There is a good game here. There really is. I'm not saying it for no reason. Listen, man, I was top 500 in Halo Infinite. I've also played thousands of hours of Halo as a series. Thousands. I've beat Halo 1, 2, 3, and Reach, like, legitimately over 500 times. I'm not even joking. I put a lot of time into the series. Arena-based shooters are incredibly fun. Does it fit the current landscape of gaming? Not really, okay? Not really. People are looking at tactical shooters, they're looking at extraction shooters, they're looking at a little bit battle royales, but even those are kind of on their way out. And then they're looking at the games that they've been playing for a really long time, like Fortnite, CS2, Apex, Rainbow Six, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to release a game and just pull people in. It's hard, man. It's hard. And having baggage to go along with your game release is not a good look. It's why High Guard is probably going to fail. As much as I want it to succeed and do well, and I want it to be a good game, it's probably not going to do well. They've gone radio silent and just let people build up bad ideas about the game. It's dumb. It's going to come out and everyone's going to immediately trash it and be like, this is Concord 2. Concord 2, loser. And that's kind of what they're doing to Splitgate. Make FPS great again? Make a studio, make your game great because you have 1,000 players. It's hard to avoid, but they do have a really solid game. You just got to give it a shot.